Hello everyone, welcome to Business Statistics class. So in the previous video we had seen the measure of central tendencies, and in today's video we will see the partition values and what are quartiles, deciles and percentiles and examples. So partition value is nothing but the values which divide the frequency distribution in a definite ratio or into an equal parts are called as partition values. So the most common partition values that are used are median, quartiles, deciles and percentiles. So these are the common partition values that we will be using. So partition value is nothing but the value which divides the given data into equal parts is known as partition value. So now let's see the first partition value, that is quartiles. So in the name itself we'll get to know that quartiles means quarters, which is quartiles are the values that divide a complete given set of observations into 4 equal parts. So you have in data, and if the data is divided into 4 equal parts, then that is known as quartiles. So basically there are 3 types of quartiles, that is first quartile, second quartile and third quartile. So first quartile is also known as the lower quartile and it is denoted by Q1. So the second quartile is the median. So in the measures of central tendency we had seen what is median, that is the middlemost value, and it divides the given data into 2 equal parts. So that is the median, and the second quartile is denoted by Q2. Similarly, the third quartile is known as upper quartile and it is denoted by Q3. So for example, you have an data. So if it is divided into 2 equal parts, then it is known as median, which is nothing but Q2. If it is divided into 4 equal parts, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your Q1 value, this is your Q2 and this is your Q3. This is the lower quartile, this is the median and this is the upper quartile. So if the given data is divided into 4 equal parts using the quartiles. So now let's see what is deciles. Deciles are those values that divide any set of given observations into a total of 10 equal parts. So therefore there are total of 9 deciles, and the deciles are represented as D1, that is the first decile, second decile is D2, D3, D4 up to so on till D9. So the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 should be in the suffix like D3. There's a typing mistake. So decile, suppose you have a data and it is divided into 10 equal parts. Here D5 is the median, that it divides the data into 2 equal parts. So that will be your D5. So D1, D2 up to so on till D9. So when the data is divided into 10 equal parts, then that is your decile. So similarly, if the given data is divided into 100 equal parts, then that is known as percentiles. And percentiles is denoted by P1, that is first percentile, P2, P3 up to so on till P99. So there are 99 percentiles. So now let's see the formulas to calculate quartiles, deciles and percentiles. So first we'll see the formulas for ungrouped data or for the raw data. So for the raw data, we can calculate quartiles using the formula QR is equal to R into n plus 1 upon fourth value in the arrayed series, where R runs from 1, 2 and 3. So suppose you want the formula for first quartile or Q1. So in place of R, just write 1. That is Q1 is equal to n plus 1 upon fourth value in the series. Similarly, if you want the upper quartile, that is Q3, in this formula substitute R is equal to 3. So you'll get it as 3 into n plus 1 upon fourth value in the arrayed series. So here QR is an general formula wherein you can substitute the values 1, 2 and 3. So similarly, the decile formula for ungrouped data is dr is equal to R into n plus 1 upon 10. So in quartile, you have to divide with 4, whereas in decile it is 10 because you are dividing a given data into 10 equal parts. So the denominator will be 10. So dr is equal to R into n plus 1 upon 10th value in the arrayed series. And here R takes the value from 1 to 9 because there are 9 deciles. Similarly, there are 3 quartiles, so R takes the value 1, 2 and 3. So in this similar way, if you want the 6th decile, so in place of R, you have to substitute 6. So D6 is equal to 6 times of n plus 1 upon 10 value in the arrayed series. So similarly, the percentile formula for ungrouped data is PR is equal to R into n plus 1 upon 100th value in the arrayed series, where R takes the values from 1, 2, 3 up to 99 because there are 99 percentile values and we are dividing a given data into 100 equal parts. So in the denominator it is 100. So note the numerator is same for all the 3 partition values, but the denominator varies. So this is in case of ungrouped data. So let's see the formulas for discrete data. So for quartile, the formula is QR is equal to R into capital N plus 1 upon fourth value in the LCF, where R takes the value 1, 2 and 3. So here the difference is, in place of small n we are taking capital N, and in the place of arrayed series we have to look into the less than cumulative frequency column, just like we had seen in the median. So if you want to find out the first quartile, that is Q1, the formula would be capital N plus 1 upon fourth value in the LCF. So similarly, for the discrete data, the decile formula is R into n plus 1 upon 10th value in the LCF, where R runs from 1 to 9. And similarly for percentile, the formula is PR is equal to R into capital N plus 1 upon 100th value in the LCF, where R takes the value from 1, 2, 3 up to 99. So this is for the discrete data. So now let's see for the continuous data. For continuous data, the formula is QR is equal to small l plus R into n upon 4 minus m into c whole divided by f, where R runs from 1, 2 and 3. So here, just like in the median, L denotes the lower limit of the quartile class, and here we have to take capital N, not n plus 1. So it is capital N upon 4, where m is the value of the less than cumulative frequency preceding the quartile class, and C is the width and F is the frequency corresponding to the quartile class. So if you want Q1, the formula would be L plus N by 4 minus M into C upon F. So this is a general formula. So similarly for D size, the formula is dr is equal to L plus R into N upon 10 minus M into C upon F, where R takes the value from 1 to 9. And for percentile, the formula is L plus R into N upon 100 minus M into C upon F, where R runs from 1 to 99. So for 2 marks, they may ask questions like write the formula for 56th percentile. So you have to write P56 is equal to L plus, in place of R, you have to write 56. So the formula will be L plus 56 N upon 100 minus M into C whole divided by F. So this is how you write the formula. So let me quickly revise. For the raw data, the formula, general formula will be R into N plus 1 upon 4 for quartiles, 10 for deciles and 100 for percentiles in the arrayed series. So you have to arrange the data in an ascending order, and then with the use of formula we can calculate quartile, decile and percentiles for ungrouped data. For discrete data, here LCF is required, and the formula would be R into N plus 1 upon 4 for quartiles, upon 10 and upon 100 for deciles and percentiles. So here LCF is calculated. And for continuous data, we are taking just N, not N plus 1. So with these formulas, let us see some problems. So the first problem is, here are the wages of some laborers in rupees. So they have mentioned the wages, that is income of some daily laborers. So the rupees is mentioned 82.56 up to so on till 65. So they have asked us to find out Q1, D6 and P82. That is, you have to find out the first quartile, 6th decile and 82nd percentile. So this is a raw data, that is ungrouped data. So the first step would be, you have to arrange the data. So here we have arranged the data. Here the first value is 50 and the highest value is 130. So arrange the data in ascending order. So once you are done with the array, the next step would be using the formulas. Let us calculate. So they have asked Q1. So the formula is Q. So here you can see the formula is R into N plus 1. In place of R, we have to write 1. So therefore, we'll get the formula as N plus 1 upon 4th value in the array. And here small n is 10. That is, there are 10 values here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So small n is 10. Therefore, in the formula you will get it as 11 upon 4. That is 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 upon 4th value in the array, which is 2.75. So we had seen how to calculate such values in the median. So 2.75 can be written as second value plus 0.75 into third value minus second value, because 2.75 lies between third and second value, and keep the 0.75 as it is. So now check in the array what is the second value. You have to check these values in the array, not in the raw data. So the second value is 56 plus 0.75 into 65 is the third value. So 65 minus 56, and after simplification you'll get the answer as 62.75. So the first quartile or the lower quartile is rupees 62.75. So next they have asked us to find out the sixth decile. So using the general formula, let's substitute r equal to 6. So d6 is equal to 6 into n plus 1 upon 10, that is 66 upon 10, that is 6.6th value in the array. So similarly, 6th value plus 0.6 into 7th minus 6th value. So check in the array what is the 6th value, and here the 6th value would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 80 is your 6th value. So we'll get it as 80 plus, over here, 80 plus 0.6 into 82 minus 80. 82 is the 7th value. So after simplification, we'll get D6 as rupees 81.20. So these are very simple problems, just you have to substitute in the formula. So similarly, the 82nd percentile is P of 82 is equal to 82 into n plus 1 upon, this should have been 100 because it is percentile. So 82 into 11 upon 100 is 9.02 value. So after simplification, you will get it as 120.20 rupees. So this should be 100. So this is how you calculate the quartile, decile and percentile for the raw data. So now let's see another problem, that is calculate Q1, Q3, D5 and P45 for the following data. So here they are given marks of 8 students. So the marks are 60, 75, 50, 80 up to 86. So the first step would be arrange the data, and here n is 8. So the first quartile, that is Q1, would be n plus 1 upon 4th value in the array, that is 9 by 4 is 2.25, and so using the same method you'll obtain the Q1 value as 62 marks. Similarly, the third quartile is 3 times of n plus 1 upon 4th value in the array, so you'll get it as 6.75, that is 9 into 3, 27 by 4 is 6.75 value in the array, and after simplifying you'll get it as 84.5, or you can write it as 84 marks. So this is the third quartile. And next they have asked D5, that is 5th decile. So the formula is 5 times n plus 1 upon 10, that is 45 upon 10. We get it as 4.5th value in the array, and simplifying, that is 4th value plus 0.5 into 5th value minus 4th value, we'll get it as 77 marks for the 5th decile. And last they have asked P45. So 45th percentile is 45 into n plus 1 upon 100. So once you simplify, you'll get it as 4.05th value in the array, and taking the 4th value plus 0.5 into 5th value minus 4th value, you'll get the answer as 75 marks. So this is how you calculate for a given raw data. So now let's see an example for discrete data. So the question is, compute Q1 and Q3 for the data relating to an age in years of 453 members in an village. So they have given age in years and number of members in a village. So this is the data, that is 20, 30 are the age and the corresponding members are given. So X is nothing but the age, 20 up to 80, and F is the corresponding frequency, and here this is the data is already arranged. So you have to calculate LCF, that is the cumulative frequency, So the cumulative frequency is 3, the first value is as it is, then go on adding the frequencies. Cumulative is nothing but to add. So it is 64, 64 plus 132 is 196, up to so on to 540 plus 3 is 543. You can see this is our capital N. So if you add the frequency values, you'll get it as 543, which is our N. So the first step is to find the LCF, and once you're done with LCF, let's see the formulas. So they have asked Q1 and Q3, that is the first quartile and the upper quartile. So for the lower quartile, the formula is Q1 is equal to, here we have to take capital N. So capital N plus 1 upon 4, that is 544 upon 4 is 136th value. So check in the LCF for the value which is just greater or equal to 136. So that is 196. So the corresponding value will be your answer. That is 40 years is your first quartile value. So once you obtain n plus 1 upon 4th value, you have to check it in the LCF for the value which is equal to or just greater than that value, and the corresponding x value would be your answer. So here for Q1 it is 40 years. So similarly calculate it for Q3. So the formula is 3 times of n plus 1 upon 4, that is 136 we have obtained already over here. So multiply it into 3. So you'll get it as 408th value in the LCF. So the value which is greater or equal to 408 is 489. So the corresponding value is 60. So your Q3 value is 60 years. That is the upper quartile. So similarly, if they have asked for some third decile or fifth decile, so in place of 4 it is 10 over here and 5 times because they have asked fifth decile, and carry out similarly whatever value will get over here, check for the equal to or just greater than value in the LCF, and the corresponding values will be your answers. And similarly you can solve it for deciles. So the only changes would be in the denominator. For deciles it will be 10 and for percentiles it will be 100. So this is in the case of discrete data. Now let's see for the continuous data. The question is, for the following distribution of age of birds, find the quartiles, second decile and 85th percentile. So here they have mentioned find the quartiles, which means you have to find out the first quartile, second quartile and the third quartile. So all the 3 quartiles have to be found. And they have a second decile, that is D2 and P of 85. So the data is of age of birds and number of birds. So the first class interval is 13 to 16 up to 25 to 30, and the frequencies are given. So the first step would be write it in a tabular form. So this is the class intervals, frequencies, and calculate the less than cumulative frequency. Here n is 200. So once you are done with calculating LCF, the first step would be you have to find the classes. So let's find out first for Q1, that is the first quartile. So in the formula of Q1 we need n by 4, that is to obtain the first quartile class. So here we know n is 200, that is capital N. So capital N is 200 upon 4. so it is the 50th value. Therefore 50th value in the LCF and corresponding to that value, the class interval will be your first quartile class. So here in LCF, check for the value 50 or greater than 50, so it is 100. So the corresponding class interval is your lower quartile class, that is Q1 class. So we had solved such problems in median, that is finding the median class or model class, and then obtaining the terms that are used in a formula and then substituting. So here for the first quartile, to obtain the quartile class, the formula is n upon 4, which is the 50th value. Check in the LCF for the value that is greater than or equal to, so it is 100. So the corresponding class interval is your first quartile class. So once you obtain your quartile class, then let us find out the terms. So here small l is the lower limit of the class interval, which is 20, and c is the size of the class interval, that is upper limit minus lower limit, so you will get it as 1, and m is your value of LCF preceding value, that is this value. So your LCF value which is preceding the quartile class. So m is 49 and f is 51, that is frequency corresponding to the quartile class. So once you obtain all the values, you have to substitute in the formula. So therefore the formula is, this is for continuous case, so the formula is Q1 is equal to L plus n upon 4 minus m into c whole divided by f. So here L is 20, n by 4 we have already calculated, which is 50, minus m is 49, into 1 is the size, whole divided by 51. So once you simplify, you'll get the answer as 20.02 years. So the first quartile, that is Q1, is 20.02 years. So now similarly let's calculate for Q2. So to obtain the second quartile class, here it should be 2n upon 4, that is 400 upon 4 is 100. So check for the value in LCF, here 100, so we have 100 over here, so the corresponding value is again 20 to 21 is your second quartile class. So therefore 20 to 21 is your Q2 class. So the terms remain the same, that is L is 20, the lower limit, and corresponding frequency f is 51, and small m is 49, and c is 1. So substitute the values in the formula. So the formula for Q2 is L plus 2n upon 4 minus m into c by f. So you can see the difference between the formula in Q1 and Q2, that is in place of r it is 2 over here, and here also that was r n upon 4. So for first quartile everywhere it was 1, and here it is 2 because you are calculating for second quartile. So then substitute the values. So here L is 20 and n by 2 upon 4 we have calculated, so it is 100 minus 49 is your m and 1 is your c upon 51. So you will get the answer as 21 years. So after simplifying, this is a simple calculation, you can do it in your calculators. So the answer is 21 years, that is Q2 is 21 years. So similarly for Q3, that is the upper quartile, so to check the Q3 class, the first step would be take it as 3n upon 4 So 3 into 200 divided by 4 is 150. So check in the LCM for the value that is equal to or greater than 150. So that is 174. So this is your Q3 class, that is 22 to 23. So once you obtain your Q3 class, so calculate these terms. So go to table. So here your small l is 22, this is your f, and 142 is your m, and c is the difference, that is 1. So now substitute it in the formula, and here you can see Q3 is L plus 3n upon 4 because we are calculating for third quartile. So after substituting, you'll get the answer as 22.25 years. So this is how you calculate quartiles for a continuous data. So now let's see, they have asked us to calculate the second decile, that is D2. So to obtain the class, that is D2 class, the formula is 2n upon 10. 2 is because you want the second decile. If they had asked the seventh decile, we would have taken 7n upon 10. So now it is second decile, so 2n upon 10. In case of quartiles, it was 4 in the denominator. Now we are calculating for decile, so it is 10. So 2 into 200 is 400, so 400 upon 10 is 40th value in the LCF. So check for the value that is equal to or greater than, that is 49, and the corresponding value is 18 to 20. So for D2, that is 40th value, we have obtained the D2 class as 18 to 20. So similarly, here your small l is 18 and f is 27, m is 22, and your note C is 2, that is the difference between 18 and 20 is 2. So your substitute in the formula, that is L plus 3n upon, over here this is for the second decile, so in place of r we have written 2. So L plus 2n upon 10 minus m into c upon f. So substitute all the values that you have obtained, and this value is 40, that is 2n upon 10. So the answer is 19.33 years. So this is the formula of deciles for continuous case. If they had asked for D9, you would have written the formula as L plus 9n upon 10 minus m into c whole divided by f into c. And to obtain the D9 class, you should have taken 9n upon 10. So now they have asked 85th percentile. So to obtain 85th percentile class, the formula is 85n upon 100. So this is percentile, so in the denominator it is 100 and r is 85. So 85n upon 100 is 170. So check for the value that is equal to or greater than 170 in LCF. So the corresponding class interval is your 85th percentile class, P85. So here L is 22, this is your F, and M is 142, and C is 1, that is 23 minus 22. So you got all the terms. The next step would be substitute in the formula. So the formula is P of 85 is equal to L plus 85 into N upon 100 minus M into C whole divided by F. So L is 22 plus 85 upon N whole divided by 100, that's 85 into N. So this value is 170. So after calculations, the answer is 22.875 years. So in case they had asked some other value, that is if they had asked P27, that is 27th percentile, in place of 85 here it would have been 27, and to obtain the class of 27 here you should have written 27 in place of 85. So once you remember the formulas, the next steps are very easy. So here the important thing is you have to remember all the 9 formulas. So this was calculation of quartiles, deciles and percentiles for a continuous case. So in this class the important thing are the formulas. So once you are familiar with the formulas, calculation of the problems are very easy. So remember, for quartiles always in the denominator it will be 4, for deciles it will be 10, and in place of percentiles it is 100. So in case of all the data that is raw, discrete or percentile, continuous, the denominator will be 4, 10 and 100 respectively. So don't confuse with the denominators. So I hope you understood today's class. That's it for today's class. In the next video we will see the measures of dispersion, and also for your syllabus you have the graphical representation of the partition values. So that we will study once we are studying the second unit, that is diagrams and graphical representation. So in that unit I will consider the graphical representation of quartiles, deciles and percentiles. So that we'll study in the second unit. So that's it for today's class. Thank you.